welcome. Hi, Taurus. This is the Feminine Inquisition, and we're doing a reading. I just want to apologize to you. I didn't know that I forgot a few signs when I did this series of readings about what the fire horse brings to you. And since it was way ahead of schedule, it's all good. The fire horse transition, the new moon and the eclipse was yesterday, so we're okay. But I forgot a few signs. You are included. I'm going to do that now. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or anyone that you're checking up on. That could be a Taurus. Yeah, I just, if this video works for you, if it resonates, do feel free to hype the video, give me a like, share a comment, and or if you have anything that you want to share about what 2025 has been like for you, because it was super challenging for a lot of people. Uranus has been in your sign, making so many unexpected changes occur, particularly probably to your home, your sense of identity, the things that you care about, particularly if you're a Taurus rising, but could be also work, right? Depending on where your sun is. If you are a Taurus sun, what house? So a lot of changes going on, a lot of instability that you've had to manage and also get through. So let's just take a look and see what this fire horse year, what this new lunar year is going to bring to you. Okay, for Taurus, please. This is the Osho Zen Tarot. It's kind of a high-level overview. For Taurus, please. Thank you. That is the Four of Pentacles. You've been holding on for dear life. I'm going to take another because I feel this is half of the story. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Eight of Swords. You've been in a place where you cannot see what you cannot see. Super stuck, struggling at an impasse, not able to receive, not able to give in, not able to give up. What else? Four of Pentacles about what? What's going on with this Four of Pentacles? For Taurus, please. Anything else? Thank you. All right, I'm already just going to say, I'm giving you a hug. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you good vibes. I realize that you're in a standstill. You've been in a standstill. It's uncomfortable for you. Now, I want to just say this. It can't be that it's as uncomfortable for you as it would be for, let's say, a fire sign, right? Part of this is the nature of you as a beast. You, the Taurian way is a need for shelter, for comfort, for care, would rather sleep through stress, would rather eat their way through to a decision, right? That doesn't mean that you have bad coping mechanisms. It's just that you process in a very slow, visceral way. Things run in the background for a very long time. Change doesn't come easy, and it certainly doesn't come fast, okay? Now, what I have here is a holding pattern. The Four of Pentacles is at the center of the reading. And here at the bottom of the deck, I have a new vision. These cards are written in French, but I'm telling you what I need to tell you. This card is also a standstill position, but it's supposed to be upside down in the hopes that through the sacrifice of hanging you in an upside down position, you can see things from a fresh perspective. So in the hanging upside down, hoping for a fresh perspective, you're still gripping and holding on to the perspective that you have upright, right? So there is a resistance already. I can tell, I can sense, I can taste it, I can feel it. I know it. I know you. So what's at stake? That's what's here, okay? Past lives. The moon. What you don't know, what you think you know, what you don't know that you don't know, your hopes, your fears, your ego, the unknown, the illusions. This is attachments to the past. Yeah, she has a box of like old ideas surrounding her head. She cannot see straight. This is judgment. Break free from the illusion. Oh, yeah. There's so many things that you cannot see. You can't see it. You just can't see it. And the fact that you can't see makes you hold on even tighter. But there is a new vision to be had, to be exalted by, to be uplifted, to ascend from. And a 10 of Cups. A support system that loves you, that will embrace you. Joy that will take over you. From your heart flies dolphins. These cards are just, they're so good. Knight of Pentacles. There you are, Taurus. Okay. Slowly and steady, we get into it. So we'll do one card at a time. Maybe we'll skip. We'll see. I'm really curious what you're holding on to, because it has a hold on you. When we have the Four of Pentacles, it tells a story about these things are really important to me. I have rooted down into my foundation, into my structure, into what it is that I believe in, what it is that I worked hard for, what it is that I care about. And then, yet at the same time, somehow, some way, the system that I just described turns on its head. And that means that the things that you're holding on to have a hold on you, and you can't move. And you have no flexibility or freedom to grab on and take hold of new things as they arrive. And if there's one thing that we know is the constant, it's change. So that means that you are supposed to be at least flexible enough to hold on to the things that matter, but be flexible enough to shift and take new things as they come. That's not what we're looking at right now. So show me the Four of Pentacles, please. What's this holding the pattern about, and why? For Taurus. Please and thank you. Seven of Swords. You don't want to see it. You just want to turn your back to it. There's something that's being asked of you, something that's that is wanting to be confronted. It has to do with communication. It has to do with this current time of your life. This is the moon in Aquarius. This is the moon here. So this is a Pisces card, which in tarot, which in astrology has to do with the moon. We have a matter of an emotional response to something that is not truly seen completely. Whenever the Seven of Swords shows up, it means that things are just not as we perceive them to be. And part of it is that we don't know that we're not seeing it as it is in reality. And part of it is that we don't want to, so it's willful. And so you're holding on to something. And when I ask what, it's this idea that you have to turn your back on something. You're holding on to the idea that you don't want to look at it. You can't look at it. It's too much. I don't get a sense of how painful it is. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I don't get a sense of it being of a financial loss. I don't get a sense that it has to do with family. I think it has to do with you. I think it has to do with your default patterns. It's pentacle to pentacle. And in this stage, this person is looking at a bunch of pentacles, and some of them are like rotten. Some of them are not growing. Some of them need to be cleared away and are debris, and they're inhibiting the rest of the plant from growing. it's a card about discernment. There is a pause by which you look at what you have reaped so far and you think, I probably won't use that same soil. I probably will water less. I probably will bring in this, that. I'll make this change. And also maybe I'll just, not plant that anymore and do something else entirely. There's a lot of working with what's working and discarding what's not. And this has to do, as you've shown me, with what you hold on to. And you, as an earth sign, are represented by the pentacles. So here, this is a default pattern, the holding pattern, the foundation, the structure of who you are. Now, I haven't seen the Hierophant yet, but I am having a strong suspicion that we are going to. This is the Taurus card as well. So this is Saturn in Taurus. So this is the restrictions, the constrictions, the reality bearing down on you of, do you have what it takes? Will you be disciplined? Will you be structured? Will you be dedicated? And if you do, we'll give you the rewards that you're seeking. 7, you're going to develop the mind to develop the pentacles, right? You're turning your back on what is necessary here in this development, in this strategic moment, in the age of Aquarius, to be open to the unknown and let go so that what you don't know could show up, right? There needs to be a tiny bit of flexibility, and it's not here. It's not here. There is so much you can't see, but you have decided and determined that you are not willing to look at it anyway. Let's keep going. Can I see the moon? Can I see the moon? For Taurus, please, can I see the moon? In the moon, you have hid away your heartbreak and the idea that maybe you caused it. You want one more? Okay. In the moon? In the moon. That you took a matters of love, that you took a movement here, that the shadow, right? Because this is about shadow work, the Chariot, another 7. Let's just take stock that we have seen 3 7s in so far. But we have the 3 of Swords, which is extreme pain and disappointment, isolation, desperation, right? Mental disturbance, mental gymnastics, thinking that, it's breaking your own heart and breaking other people's hearts because your heart is hurting. And it's through violent communication, standoffishness, stonewalling someone, zero communication. But it comes back to this idea that the subconscious is at play, because if you really wanted to celebrate in this union and have equal partnership, then the subconscious would not be thinking that they needed something more than they already had, right? Worthiness is here, this Saturn in Libra. So I think Saturn is having a huge impact on what may have been 2025 and what will be 2026. If you can learn from Saturn. Okay, moving on. So we have this shadow. Can you consolidate your energy, the dark and the light? No, not if you're triggered to feel like you need more than you have. Everyone's wanting different things, going in different directions, and the subconscious is going to be having a chance to show itself in your communication, in your behavior. And here it is, the betrayal. the betraying of yourself, saying things you don't really mean, the betrayal of presenting as you don't care when you really do, getting distracted and going outside and around the partnership instead of being authentic and really letting someone see you and really sharing how you're feeling, or really cleaning up your side of the street. You know, sometimes someone thinks that you did something and so they're having a reaction, and instead of just coming so super clean, no, I would never, I didn't mean it like this, I'm so sorry that you're hurt, and instead of just being honest and earnest and making sure that the bond is protected and safe, you could just turn your back on it, not say a word, let them deal with it. Is it rude? Yeah. But is it so bad? No. But little bits of those stretched out over a long period of time is betrayal. Because part of being in a relationship and a partnership is co-regulation. How someone thinks you feel about them plays a huge part in relating to them. And that's your responsibility in a connection, in everything that you do, workspace included. So, what's in the past lives? What's in the moon? A sense of betrayal from the subconscious, from the unchecked aggression, from the unconfronted self, from the unconfronted fears, from you not being able to look at yourself and have a hard conversation with yourself, recognize and honor your disappointments, your wants, your desires, your betrayals, recognize what your speech has done, what other people's speech has done to you, and being clear about it in matters of reciprocity and perhaps friendship and love. We keep going. Very spicy, very, very spicy and interesting reading here. It's deeply personal, so you'll know if this is yours or not. I think that I just want to reiterate, this is about the fire horse. This year just started. You've got some time. Don't get in over your head. Don't feel like you're filled with dread. There is the break free from the illusion, so there's a chance that you get there. Why? Because the bottom, the summary, is that there is a new vision coming. However, the new vision is also still in a standstill, right? You're in a downloading phase, or now loading phase. Under construction. Watch this space. Let me see your attachment to the past. For Taurus, attachment to the past. One card, the Knight of Wands. Let's say you decided to go out one night, slipped a little tongue, slipped a little dip of the, I don't know. I'm going to say that you did something that was very enjoyable in the moment, immediately regretful afterwards. Attachment to the past. Maybe someone did that to you. Maybe you don't like to feel, because if you feel, then there's a chance that someone's only playing with your emotions. It's hard for you to know if you can trust. Maybe you don't know how to go deeper. Maybe you don't know how to go deeper. Maybe whether you don't have the space for it because you're blocked in the holding pattern, and you turn your back the minute that it gets emotionally deep, like when it just gets to a level where the pressure is too high, and you don't have the equipment, you don't have the spacesuit, you don't have the, I don't know, the depressurizer or whatever it is that you do when you go free diving or scuba diving. Not free diving, because you do nothing with free diving. You know what I mean? It's like an equalizer or something like this. Yeah, that's it. So in the past, what puts you in a standstill, Two of Swords, is that you overthink a situation when passion is involved. because it's terrifying to you. You haven't managed or matured enough of a way to hold and contain space in you that is for someone else. And it's not because you don't have compassion or because you don't care, because you're not capable of love. It's because you are really holding on to protect you. But there's no room for it. That's the subconscious at play. Here's the illusion that we're going to break from. And I might even read this card because I feel like it's a huge part of this message. So stand by. Watch this space. Show me. Judgment. There is a judgment call here. There is a breakthrough that's happening. There is a possibility that this is precisely what you needed to see. And this year might bring it to you. Show me. Courage, strength, recognizing if you are being courageous in the right areas. Are you using your strengths in the right areas? If you use your strength to protect yourself from the people that claim to love you and that you claim to love, how is that a good usage of your strength? There's the funeral. It's DOA. It's dead behind the eyes. It's tone deaf. It's autopilot. So these are not very different experiences. Holding pattern for resources, for time, for energy. Holding pattern for mental structures, processing, communication. You do need to meditate on this, for sure. This card is of meditation. Can you put to bed the 3 swords? These are the 3 swords. Can you put to bed the 3 swords that create this drama, this psychodrama that you're stuck in? If you want to have satisfying results in relating to others, you have to tame the beast that is within you. And if you don't give your beast a chance to be seen, to be heard by you, it's going to go out there and make fights with other people in the world, especially those that you care about, that are spending the time with you in the most intimate way, right? Let me get another one, please. 7 of Wands, defensiveness. 8 of Swords, inability to see, censoring yourself. There's the Hierophant. I knew it. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're here. You arrived. So yeah, the question is, what do you give permission to? What do you immediately say no to? What do you not let pass? You love to pontificate, profess. You have all the answers. You know it all. But you haven't even looked at it. If you could just say, I don't know what I don't know, then you wouldn't be so compelled to turn your back onto it. If you didn't imagine the worst things from what you can't see, you wouldn't blindfold yourself, as we've seen in the 2 of Swords and now the 8 of Swords. You wouldn't defend against something that you don't know is a threat. But if you use your attachments to the past that it was a threat previously, it's going to be a threat presently every single time. The Knight of Wands. There's a superficiality that you have existed in, and that this year is going to ask you to dig a little deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. So like I said, I'm going to read from this illusion because I think it's very important. But you just have to bear with me, okay? Because it's not in English. And yeah, it's one of these things where there's only so much French that one can do. So it says, why did beings such as Buddha insist so much that all of existence, except for your inner witness, your consciousness, stand by, is it ephemeral? Is it ephemeral? Is it ephemeral? Yeah, sorry. Is it ephemeral and of the same substance as dreams? The Buddha doesn't claim that trees don't exist. Don't misunderstand the meaning of the word illusion. It's simply a clumsy translation of Maya. Illusion doesn't exist where reality does, and Maya lies precisely between the two. It's a transient, almost existent reality. Our daily life can be considered real. However, in its ultimate sense, at the highest level of consciousness, the real becomes non-existent and illusory. So this card invites us to not seek reality outside ourselves, but to turn our gaze inward. When we focus on the external world, we easily get lost in judgments. This is good. This is bad. I want this and I don't want that. These various options keep us prisoners in a world of illusion and old habits. And we become robots, sleepwalkers. That's what I was saying. Hold on, I moved and the translation stopped. Free yourself from your stubborn intellect and turn inward. Relax in the deep truth of your being, where you have always known the difference between dream and reality. Well, there's a message here, huh? This is the page. No, this is the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. The strength that you could have being a knight with a cup of love rather than a wand. Having trust brings you into we are the world. Right. I wanted to ask this deck, what is the new vision? What is the Hanged Man? Maybe that's it right there, but I will still shuffle 2 more times and ask. What is this new vision for Taurus for this year? It's going to require an immense amount of strength from you to break free from this illusion and understand how you've been painting reality from your fears where you are attached in the past. How you haven't been saying the things that you need to say, and how you've been defending against the things that you need to hear. Okay? King of Swords in reverse. In this deck, it's control. It's just plainly give it up. Ace of Pentacles. Give it up and it's yours. Right? So reality will respond to you when you stop trying to control it with your mind. Here's the breakthrough. Here's the karma. Here's the truth. That's justice. Yeah. I think that you're capable to do this. I think that you're capable of doing this. I think that there is a little bit of healing work that is necessary But all of that is just about being okay to look at you. The more that you do look at you, the more you're okay if other people look at you, because you've already owned it. That's the hardest part. It's only hard when other people show it to you if you haven't owned it, because then they're saying things that you don't even allow yourself to say to you. You see, there's such a restrictive way in which the Hierophant exists. And that is that he is the representative of whatever faith system that he supports. So he embodies those values, right? So he's living an example, which is great. And let's not diminish the efforts that have taken him to rise to this place. But he only believes in the miracles that are already written. Not that he is ready to have miracles himself. And that is so sad, right? That is so limiting. Imagine that this representative of whatever faith system you can imagine doesn't actually get a chance to feel that spirit run through him. Instead, he's just so busy ensuring that other people believe in it. And that's the rigidity that we're talking about. So it's not just that previous relationship, it's every relationship in your past. Because it's every single time that there was an unknown element that wasn't already recorded, already written about, that you could then regurgitate to a following you didn't believe in. You didn't go deeper. You didn't look at it. You turned your back on it. That superficiality will not be available to you anymore. You're going to have to go deep. You're going to have to say things. You're going to have to listen to things. You're going to have to look at things. You're going to have to exhibit courage and trust that you are connected and part of the world. And that's going to be the breakthrough from you, for you, from you and for you. I really hope that there was something in here that was helpful for you, Taurus. I know that it wasn't an easy message, and I know that you haven't been going through an easy time. And I know, again, this is all due to Uranus being in your sign. And I think that you're going to have some reprieve very soon. But the year of the fire horse is that of fire. So it's not going to let you hide. Fire is super intuitive, so it will find you in moments when you least expect it. It demands oxygen, so it will take your breath away, and it will cause you to move because it's hot. Okay? It's not for the weak this year. I wish you the best of luck. Tell me what you're dealing with. Leave me a comment, like, share, comment, and subscribe.